Hello, I'm Dieonik, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This game is called Love is Strange. So this is the dating sim based on the game Life is Strange, which I was very excited about. I'm sure the community is very excited about it as well. This, unfortunately, is the demo, so the full game hasn't been released. I decided that I was going to go ahead and play the demo and then play the full game in addition to it once the full game is released. So I know that we are playing Max, and that there are going to be more decisions that you can make in the full release of the game. For right now, it seems like the pairing is going to be Max with Chloe, and that seems to be what the game's based around currently. That's all I know, and that's kind of me guessing. But without further ado, let's get started. Do I want to play the tutorial? I actually played the tutorial earlier. I don't know if you guys want to see the tutorial, but I'm going to say no for now, and then just get into the game. Day 1 introduces Max to a photo contest at Blackwell Academy. Max can choose who she's partnered with for the photo contest. For the demo purposes, we've chosen Chloe as Max's partner. So yeah, like as I said, it's gonna be based around Chloe, I guess. I'm not sure if there's gonna be anyone else we can interact with, but we'll see. This is day 2, Chloe's route. The breakfast rush at the Two Whales Diner always takes me by surprise, even though I've been coming here since I was a kid. The atmosphere is always electric. The frantic energy of the bustling staff, the impatient, hungry trucker perched at the lunch counter like a hulking, churlish bird on a wire. The sleepy locals slumped in their booths over steaming mugs of coffee. I've been here nursing my own coffee for 10 minutes now. This morning, I woke up to a text Chloe sent at 2 a.m. asking me to meet her at the diner at 8 sharp for breakfast. Why would she say sharp? She knows she's gonna be late. She's late, of course. Exactly. I should probably be more annoyed than this, but I'm kind of used to it. Chloe tries, but she's never been able to keep to a schedule. It's kind of a miracle she managed to make it to her classes on time, most days. I suppose this means I should be more worried about asking Chloe, of all people, to help with my entry for the photo contest. Actually, like, Chloe knows a lot of cool underground shit. Like, you didn't even, well, I guess you were new to the area, but you didn't know of the little secret hangout her and Rachel had, and, you know, in the junkyard, and you guys could totally go there and get some awesome photos. But Chloe never let me down. Chloe's never let me down when I've needed her. Not ever. And she's not starting today. I can't stop the smile that spreads across my face when Chloe enters the diner. That's adorable. She scans the room, panting a little, looking disheveled. When her eyes light on mine, her face breaks out into a grin of its own, and she makes a beeline towards our booth. It's Chloe! Chloe, hey, sorry I'm late. She slides into the booth with effortless cool, shooting me her most charming apologetic smile. You mad? Nah. We expect it from Chloe. She's our bae. I laugh, shaking my head and taking a sip of my coffee. Cute! This is actually pretty punctual for you. I'm impressed. Chloe laughs too, looking visibly relieved. She slumps back into the booth, beaming playfully and knocking her foot against mine beneath the table. Oh my god! I'm gonna go like beet red, and you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. I know, not bad, right? Chloe grins at me like we're kids again, like we're sharing a secret. Even though I've been back in Arcadia. Why did I don't know. I couldn't read Arcadia for some reason. Arcadia Bay for a year now. There's something about being on the receiving end of her smiles again that still kind of take my breath away, and that is too adorable. I can tell I'm staring at her with what must be the dopiest look on my face, but I can't help it. Deliberately, I drag my eyes from her face and scan the diner, licking my lips. You hungry? Okay, for food. I thought it was for Chloe. God, yes. Chloe cranes her neck dramatically, looking around the diner. Where's Joyce, anyway? I'm gonna die of starvation before she even takes my order. Then she'll be childless, and you'll be parentless. And my sad, hungry ghost will be forever bound to the Two Whales Diner. Partnerless, not parentless. She has parents outside of Joyce. Cursed to haunt greasy truckers and painfully slow wait staff for an eternity. Not so fast, Casper. Chloe snorts. I kick her lightly beneath the table and continue despite the interruption. Joyce should be out with your food in a minute. It's like flipping a switch. Chloe's face lights up, the previous conversation immediately stricken from her memory. She leaned forward, seizing my hand in hers, and dragging them across the table. Max, so are they already, like, together in this? I don't know, I mean, I guess they've always kind of been, and it was kind of like just picking up where they left off, I guess. You've been my best friend since we were kids. My first mate, my partner in crime. And now, the girl who buys me breakfast. I'm ready to take the next step! Okay! Max, will you do me the great honor of marrying me and buying me food for the rest of our lives? Is this a real proposal? She's been doing this more and more lately. Saying things that could just be joking, but could also be, well, flirting. It is definitely flirting, Max. It is definitely flirting. I just can't figure out if Chloe's being deliberately confusing or if I'm such a colossal social dunce that I can't tell the difference. Chloe waggles her eyebrows, squeezing my hands playfully. No, she's trying to get a bead on you to see if you're actually interested or what's going on, I think. Max. I laugh awkwardly, feeling a blush rise on my face and yank my hands out of her grip. Don't do that! Who said I'm buying? That's adorable too, though. Chloe pouts, bottom lip shutting out dramatically. You know, I did just offer to spend the rest of my life with you. You also wanted food for the rest of your life, so the least you could do is offer to pay for my... Wait, what did you get me? I assume we got her eggs and bacon, because that seems like her thing, right? She's definitely not an oatmeal girl, and she's definitely not a... Or, I don't know, she might be a pancakes girl. I know that, yeah, let's go with bacon and eggs. Or eggs and bacon. I'll read it backwards. Your favorite. Bacon side of eggs. Chloe slams her palms down on the table excitedly. Hot damn, now we're talking. Adorable. Joyce bustles out of the kitchen a few minutes later, expertly balancing trays loaded with breakfast foods. Chloe smirks mischievously, leaning forward in the booth, no doubt with something cheerfully antagonistic on the tip of her tongue. But the morning rush is so hectic that Joyce barely has the time to set our plates down in front of us before tearing off across the restaurant to attend the family of 5 that just filled up the last free booth. That was a long sentence. Chloe looks briefly disappointed that she lost the opportunity to annoy her mother. At least until she remembers there's food in front of her. Chloe eats with a sort of single-minded ferocity, not uncommon in wild dogs. Sorry, I'm processing how cute everything is. It's just hitting me how, like... Okay, I'll stop. She's got about the same level of manners, too, I remember. Thinking of all the times she's stolen food right off my plate and unconsciously hunching over my meal when she looks up and starts eyeing my waffles. You gonna finish that? We'll let her have your waffles. I roll my eyes, taking one last bite and pushing my plate across the table to her. Chloe perks up, eagerly accepting the extra food. That's adorable! They share food now! Thanks, Max. So I bet you're pretty pumped to get started on your project, huh? I bite my lip, shifting my gaze from Chloe's eager face to the window facing the street. I watch a few cars pass by, trying to gather my thoughts. I guess I'm excited. But I glance back to Chloe, unable to stop the smile that tugs at the corners of my mouth. She always knows when there's something I'm not saying. But I'm pretty nervous too. I still can't believe I actually volunteered for the contest. I can. Chloe says it like it's just a fact, because it's Max and she's the photo taker of this organization. Of this city? Yeah, city. Because, I don't know, state. World. I feel butterflies flutter in my stomach. Are they blue? Nervous for a whole nother reason now. Confidence has always seemed to come as easy as breathing to Chloe, and I get it. She's tough and beautiful and smarter than she gives herself credit for. That all makes sense. But it's her unwavering confidence in me that I just can't wrap my head around sometimes. Sorry, my eyes. Max, you're like the best photographer in school, in the world! Because she can make photos that change time and space. I know sometimes you get all in... I know sometimes you get all in your head about this shit. But it's really not that not so complicated. Of course you're gonna kill it. Here. Kill it here? I smile gently back, hearing the hesitance at the end of her sentence. But... Chloe smiles bashfully, cheeks flushing just slightly. Looking up at me through a fringe of blue hair like a kid when her hands in the cookie jar. Giggity. But it was kind of a surprise you asked me to help you with your project, because you're late to everything? What? Chloe shifts in her seat. The food is gone now. She has nothing to distract her from the conversation, so she grabs a packet of sugar from the center of the table, tearing it open and pouring the contents out into shapes on the tabletop. Joyce is gonna be so pissed. I mean, there are lots of, good photographers in that class, Max. I basically only took photography so I could hang with you and Rachel at school a few times a week. So they're all in school together, and this... Can my OT3 exist? Okay. Sorry. Okay. Chloe, you're my best friend. There's no one else I'd rather have in my corner for stuff like this. Chloe looked up from a pile of sugar she was carefully shaping into swirls in the center of the table. Best friend. Her tone is light, but the look on her face makes me feel like I didn't say quite the right thing. Just tell her you love her, Max! My first mate. My partner in crime. No, just my partner. The girl I bribe breakfast for. Chloe's face breaks out in a wide grin, cheeks pink. In that case, can I order another? No. Chloe laughs. Worth a shot. So I guess we better get started on this thing. The rules say you need to take your photo somewhere in Arcadia Bay. Do you know where you want to go? I'll let her decide, because I think that would be her contribution, really, is the location. My hair's so fluffy today. It's so fluffy. Okay. You decide. Actually, why don't you tell me where to go, or where you want to go? My apologies. Chloe had pulled the beanie off her head and tugged it down over my eyes. That's adorable. As soon as we got into the truck, I had wanted to pull it off, but she levied the vague threat of swift retribution against me. Okay. Remembering all the retaliatory pranks she had unleashed on those who had dared to oppose her in our childhood, I decided to play along. Even with my eyes covered, I had felt the excitement radiating off of her for the entire drive. That is adorable, and I think we made the right choice. I can't deny I'm eager to see what Chloe has in store when the truck finally rolls to a stop. Sit tight. I hear the car door open and close. Then a moment later, I feel the door on my side open. She leans across my body, unbuckling my seatbelt for me, and wrapping a hand around my elbow to guide me out of the cabin. I stumble away, anyway, my clumsiness trumping Chloe's best efforts to help me. She catches my weight against her body, steadying me with one hand on my hip, the other still gripping my arm. Whoa there. Sorry. I can feel myself blushing, for once grateful that the beanie obscures so much of my face. You okay? Her voice is so close and quiet. The gentle pressure of her fingers against my hip makes my heart beat faster, and I nod dumbly. I'm gonna start blushing, if I'm not already. You ready? I can hear the excitement in her voice. A fluttery feeling blooms in the pit of my stomach. I'm excited too. Yeah. Chloe yanks the beanie off my head, and I squint against the sudden explosion of light. Oh. I look around, taking in the heap of rusted metal, the scraggly weeds, the towering evergreen looming in the background. It's amazing. Amazing. Wow, Chloe, because it is cool. Like, the entire time that we played Max and Life is Strange, she was, well, I said the entire time, but, when she was in the junkyard, she was commenting on all the cool stuff that she could take a picture of, and then she didn't take a picture of any of it. I guess she took a picture of a couple things, but I guess the others weren't suitable. It's dorky, but I'm actually kind of awestruck by the atmosphere of the place. There are so many things around. Old vehicles, decommissioned signs, busted appliances, everything with its own story, each piece of unique offering. This place is perfect. Chloe beams at me, shoving her hand in my back pocket and rocking back on her heels. Wait. In her back pocket. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Oh, me misreading is gonna make this, like, really, really hot, really, really quick. You think so? Yeah, God. I could get so many cool shots here. I'm so glad. Can you see it? You know. I'm so glad. Can you see it? You know. Okay. The potential here. Oh, okay. Chloe trails off, looking thoughtful. After a beat of silence, she turns around, fixing me with a mischievous smirk. Let me show you around. Chloe takes off with a little skip, grabbing the sleeves of my sweater and pulling me behind her. She leads me on a whirlwind tour around the yard. We weave between stacks of rusted out car bodies, pick our way carefully through jagged metal and broken glass, around a field of dented metal drums and old tires and rebar. It doesn't take long for me to start to understand just what Chloe loves about this place. There's a sort of serenity here, among all the wrecks and the refuse. It's kind of beautiful. Sorry. Give me just 1 second. I'll pause this for a second. Sorry about that. My mouth is getting really, really dry and it's really hot in here. Chloe drags me over to an old trawler and offers to boost me up over the side. I decline. That thing looks like tetanus waiting to happen, but Chloe just shrugs and hauls herself up over the side with a cheerful disregard for her own personal safety. That's Chloe! Always getting shot. She struts around atop the boat, posing and flexing, mugging for the camera like the charismatic jerk she is when I fall back to snap a few photos. Oh no, it's the Dread Pirate Bluebeard. She doesn't have a blue beard, she has blue hair. Here to plunder Arcadia Bay. She's here to plunder your booty, Max. Arr. I'm proud of that. Chloe's pirate impression is as hilariously bad as ever, and I can't help but laugh. Chloe rolls her eyes, offended, and casually flips me off. Shut up, land lover? Lover? I thought it was land lover. I guess it's land lover. Don't think I won't make you walk the plank. There's so many puns here. She walks to the tip of the boat and bow, not bow, bow, because it's, okay, and kicks over a chair, propping a leg up on the upturned seat. Fuck that Bluebeard shit, call me Captain Morgan. I snap another photo, grinning. Captain Morgay. Sorry, I'm being hit with so many shipping emotions. I'm sure that you guys are freaking out too, so that's good. She laughs and hops down without warning, tossing me one of the metal curtain rods she had been waving around atop the trawler. What's this? Your sword, en garde. She takes a slow swing at me. I react on instinct, deflecting the blow with my curtain rod and leaning us into a full-blown sword fight. She swings again, and I react on instinct, deflecting the blow with my curtain rod. And suddenly, it's a full-blown sword fight. Okay, so I think that's something that needs to be fixed. It was probably something that they meant to take out, and then it was supposed to be two things, and they had one whole thing and then two separate things. Okay, we'll forgive it. Especially with my reading. I don't want to critique. And it's bizarre because we've done this dozens of times. We're grown-ups now, but somehow playing pirates with my best friend is still easier than breathing. For as much as she's changed, for all the hair dye and the tattoos and the weed smoked and the occasional bad attitude, there are things about Chloe that are just fundamental. Like, she can still make the dumbest, goofiest shit still seem fun and exciting. Her laugh still makes my heart skip. Her smile still warms me up from the inside. And she still gets way too cocky in a sword fight, leaving herself wide open. I feign to the right, almost feeling bad when she lunges predictably away, defense slipping. Almost. Chloe's eyes widen as my next swing comes down. She knows she's gonna get sent straight to Davy Jones' locker. Frantically, she tries to dodge but ends up tripping over a stack of tires and landing right on her ass. Damn it! She sinks back into a pile of rubber in defeat, breathing heavily. I grin, feeling a trickle of sweat roll down my temple. Hey, Chloe. Maybe we should stop. You're looking pretty... Max, don't say it! Tired. Okay. Chloe groans and rolls onto her side. Slowly, she pushes herself up to standing position, patting down her pockets. I'm not high enough to deal with this right now. Come with me. Are we going to your secret hangout spot? She leads me around a cinder block shed, along some train tracks, and back into the junkyard to a clearing behind the school bus. Is this the bonfire area? Chloe hops up onto the hood of an old car, patting the spot next to her and sparking up a joint. The metal is warm from the sun as I take my seat beside her. We're sitting so close, I can feel her pinky brush against mine on the hood of the car. Tentatively, I reach over and hook my finger over hers, watching the slow smile that spills across her face in response. Sorry. Is it hot? It is hot in here, sorry. I'm really glad you wanted me to help you, Max. I already told you, there's no one else I'd rather have helping me with this. Chloe speaks through a puff of smoke, looking out towards the trees. I know, not just because of that, though. I knew you'd be busy with this project for the rest of the week, and I really wanted to spend time with you. Max, I'm leaving. What? I feel all the air has been sucked out of my lungs. Me too. What? Chloe winces and takes a hit off the joint to buy herself some time. I need to get out of here. I'm so sick of this town. I'm taking off at the end of the week. Are you taking Rachel with you? I just need to go. Go someplace for a while. Go someplace else for a while. You're leaving? Only for a couple of days. Or weeks. Look, I'm not sure exactly, but I'm coming back, alright? I want to say you can't do that! Because we don't want her to go! Chloe, what the hell? You can't just leave. Chloe slides down the hood of the car, dragging the smoldering tip of the joint along the metal to sub it out. She spins and the balls of her feet as soon as she hits the ground, leveling a glare at me. That's not nice, Chloe. Yeah, Max, I can. I am. She pops her eyebrows. like a challenge, mouth twisted into a scowl. Her heart catches. My heart catches, and I'm so mad for a second. Chloe and I don't fight often, but for good reason. She's the only person who's ever been able to get under my skin quite like this. I open my mouth, ready to argue again, and then I notice it. Chloe's hands trembling, just barely. When she goes to tuck the unfinished joint into her pocket, I pause, flicking my eyes back up to her face. She's still staring me down, ready to raise hell, but anger was always easier for Chloe than fear. I think about her nervous admission in the diner, the hesitance in her voice, when she told me she was leaving, and I know that my reaction now could break her. Am I gonna have a reaction now here? Okay, wait. Chloe's face goes slack with surprise before her defenses come back up. She shifts nervously in place. The look she's giving me now, still wary, but less certain. What? I take a deep breath and pat the empty space next to me. Get back over here, come on. She hesitates, gnawing her bottom lip nervously. I do that. Chloe, please. Reluctantly, she takes a seat beside me again, propping her heels up on the front bumper and draping her arms across them. I don't want to fight with you, Chloe. So if you're really leaving, let's not spend our time together that way, okay? Okay. I've never been out of Arcadia Bay, Max, and sometimes it feels like I'll never be able to. And that's terrifying. I don't expect you to really understand, but I need you to trust that this is what I need right now, okay? It's rare to see Chloe so earnest. I smile despite the lump in my throat, the tightness in my chest. Okay. Chloe slumps forward a little, relieved, and I finally get how tense she was before. This must have been eating her up. I reach out and take her hand again, and she perks up a little, shooting me a small but earnest smile. Guess we better get to school, huh? I smile back, squeezing her hand, as she slides off the hood of the car and pulls me to my feet. Guess so. Her hand in mine is warm. I hold it for as long as I can. Thanks for playing the Love is Strange demo. If you'd like to leave some feedback, so there's their Tumblr page. I can't wait for, I hope that they have, like, I hope it continues and there's actual, like, a climax in their relationship, and that it is a relationship, so there's definitely gonna be more to this. And it's fan-made, so there could be even more to this. There could be more and more and more and more to this. I'm very excited to see what happens. It just decided it was gonna go for me. I'm very excited to see what happens with this. I can't wait to see what happens with the Chloe romance. I can't wait to see what happens with anyone else. Please add my OT3. Please. I need my Max, Chloe, and Rachel trio. Please. Okay. They're so cute. They are so cute. I'm so happy that this exists, that the fans are so passionate to make something like this. Life is Strange. I saw that IGN voted it, or is voting it, the worst game of the year. I think that's complete garbage. Obviously, they've created fan love like this and a universe like that. They deserve some recognition. This is an amazing work of passion, and thank you guys so much for working on this. Everyone who's worked on this, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will play the full version when it's out. I just couldn't wait to share it with you guys. Anyway, so that's gonna be all for this. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, comment on what you think of the game, on what you think of the project, and where you think the Chloe romance is gonna go. Go check out the other videos I've done, and I will see you soon. Thanks so much, guys.